Do you speedrun any games?
Yeah. I mainly speedrun Castlevania on an NES, but I don't
Nice.
actually do it on the actual NES because I don't have one anymore. Because it's kind of an annoying story, really. So my stepdad borrowed my NES while I was out of town, and then he like somehow got in like a fight with his girlfriend or whatever. Um, yeah, and then like somehow lost the NES, and then never like bought me another one. And you're like, how does that exactly work? Because if he's your stepdad, wouldn't he be like married to your mom or something? Well, originally they got divorced, but he was a pretty good guy, so I kept in touch with him. He's kind of been
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dick in the last couple of years though, and then that's a good example of that is where he like fucking he borrowed my NES without asking me, and then he lost the NES and he never replaced it. Like what the hell? That actually pisses me
Lame.
off pretty frequently because I actually do still have all the games, except for the ones that he borrowed, I guess. But
Well, and it's hard to get a good console that doesn't need a lot of work.
yeah, well, it's not like free to go get another one. I think that I could probably get one for $60 or something, but I just haven't been able to convince myself to do it because I do have an emulator. But I would still like to be able to
Yeah.
play like the actual thing.
I just can't find a good emulator that will actually support this freaking resolution. I have problems with emulators too.
Say again?
I have problems with emulators on the super high 4K as well.
Oh yeah, that's probably the case. My monitor is kind of old though, so I don't have an issue with that because, like I said, it's only 1680 by 1050, not even 1080p. It is 1610 though. What emulators are you trying to use though? 'Cause
Mainly,
I see that you try to use
yeah.
Dolphin sometimes.
Oh, I do use Dolphin quite a bit.
What
Like
games do you
Resident Evil
play?
4, RE4, Brawl, Melee, Double Dash.
Oh okay.
That's really the main four. But I like to play a lot of Genesis games because I had a Genesis growing up instead of a SNES. I mean, I play SNES too, don't get me wrong, but I'm a pretty decent original Mario speedrunner. But really, as far as that stuff, my best shit is this game on the Genesis called Kid Chameleon.
I've heard of that before.
Dude, that game is so fucking boss. I love that shit. A lot of people have never heard of it, but like those who do are like, yes, Kid Chameleon is life. I've literally been playing Kid Chameleon nonstop since 1994.
Oh okay. I didn't have a Genesis. I had a. Now you're older than I am, but I had a SNES for a little bit when I was a kid, and then I still have one now because I acquired one at some point when I was like a teenager. Because I really liked Super Mario World and Super Metroid. I mean, I guess there's other games on SNES, but those are the ones that I like the most. I don't play them all the time though, because I've played them quite a bit. But original Castlevania on NES though, I do actually play quite a bit because it's a short enough game that you can play through it in like one session. As long as you don't like fuck up or something. Which then led me to me speedrunning the game recently.
I'll have to check it out.
The original
'Cause
Castlevania. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've played it once, I think.
It's tricky. I mean, I was playing it for years. It was only recently that I started actually being able to beat it in one session. Like, within the last couple months, I've been playing it since I was like 17, 23 now, so I've been playing it for 6 years, and only recently did I start to get good at it. But if you're already good at video games, it might not take you that long. I don't know. I mean, it mainly is just that everything is very rigid about it. Like, you know how there's kind of a lot more leeway with when you jump in, like, this game, for example? I mean,
Yeah, there's like
with
no
2D and like
leeway.
there's no leeway with the jumping. It's like you either do or you don't land on the platform. There's not
I
really a
dig
middle
stuff
ground.
like that. Like where you have to be pro to even get going. Well, it's just a lot less unforgiving.
Yeah, I mean the first level is pretty forgiving. The second level, that's when the game really starts. Or I guess I don't know if the level is the right word. I guess it is. There's like screens. There's 3 screens per level. There's only 6 levels. First level, you fight like a bat thing at the end of it. That's the boss. Second one, Medusa.
Yeah, I've done the first like 2 levels a bunch, and then never really gotten that much farther past that.
The third
As
one
far as
has
like,
2 mummies. Fourth one is like Frankenstein's monster, and then like I don't know, Jekyll or something. I'm not sure. It's like a flea man. That one can be tricky until you know how to do it correctly. The easiest way to do it is just to get holy water and then just bomb the shit out of them. In fact, actually, that's the secret to every boss, including Dracula and also Death. Although, I guess that the best way to do Dracula is actually you get like the holy water initially, and then you like firebomb him, and then you swap to cross, or maybe it's the other way. I don't know. I've never done it that way though, because it's actually kind of tricky. I'd have to like play more to be able to optimize. But yeah, for Death though, it literally is you just like if you can keep the holy water for the whole level, from the first screen all the way to screen 3. Or I guess it's not screen. That's not accurate either. God, because there's way more screens. They're like sub-levels, because it's like when you go through a door, then that's when the next part of the level starts. So each level has 3 sub-levels that are separated by doors, and each door kind of gives you a checkpoint. And if you run out of lives, you have to start from the very beginning of the level, but if you don't, if you still have lives, you'll start at that door, you know? Does that make sense? Yeah. But
no,
for
I
certain
remember playing that
levels...
shit.
Oops. What are you going to say?
I remember playing that stuff.
I just have one more thing to say, which is like on the death level, if you fuck up and you die when you have the holy water on the last sub level, then you're kind of fucked, because you basically have to waste all your lives now so you can start over the whole level, because it's really difficult to beat death without having the holy water. Like, I've never been able to do it. I have to use the shortcut to do it.
No, I mean every boss has got its optimum way of doing things. Who has got the fucking boss?
But literally though, like if you snag holy water in the second level with Medusa, and you don't die, you can hang on to it from then all the way until Dracula's level, and you would be set, because it works really well against every boss, except for the first boss maybe. Because the first boss, actually, the ideal way to kill him is either with axes, or if you know how to do this glitch, then you can, if you time it right, you can insta-kill him with the stopwatch.
That fucking stopwatch, I could never actually get what it was for. Like, I mean,
Well,
I could never really abuse it like I feel like it could be, I guess.
Yeah, the stopwatch is not really a very good sub-item. It's only really good for like that one glitch I just told you about right now. And then like if you're stuck somewhere and like you're about to get killed and you want to use it. But for the most part, it's not even worth picking up, since the holy water is OP. And like I said, you can use it to kill like most of the bosses. And the only exception really is it's actually easier to kill Dracula with a cross unless you know what you're doing, in which case then the holy water is actually not a bad option.
Why does nobody melee when they go in for double SMGs?
Or actually, did I have that mixed up again? Yeah, yes I do. Yeah, no, holy water is good for Dracula too, even if you're not experienced. Basically, he has 2 forms, which is the main thing that sucks, because he'll like, you kill him once and then he'll transform into something that's kind of difficult to kill, and then like rape you. So you have to like not take any damage in his first form at all if you really want to beat him, unless you're just good, I guess. But for me, the only way I can beat him is I have to like take no damage at all and while he's in his first form, and then just like spam my sub item and then just kill him in his second form. What are you saying about SMGs though?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to plant there. Yeah. But no, like, dual wielding SMGs, like I've been noticing a lot. I've been trying to like sharpen up on my non-BR skills,
Okay.
and man, first of all, I fell in love with the plasma pistol again. Secondly, nobody ever melees when you've got dual SMGs, because like I've
Well,
noticed I've
you
got
can.
way more kills. Ah,
You can, but
almost.
I think that it actually is slower than if you just had a single SMG. I think that there's a
No,
little bit of time where it has to drop the other SMG.
no, I mean like just running up with duels, blasting the fire out of them, and then uh, just going with the melee against other people who are coming up with dual SMGs, and I've just been getting the kill every time.
Yeah, that does work. That's a strat. But I guess what I'm saying is I think that it's actually better to like have a single SMG, run up to him, and then melee him. Because it is a little bit faster, I think, than having dual SMGs and trying to melee. But you also do a little bit more damage when you're shooting with the duels. But I don't know. But I
Yeah,
think
because
you
I
can
usually
be a little bit more accurate though, so it evens out. It's really up to the individual what they want to do, you know.
Jeezy Pete's.
But I feel like there's not really a whole lot of need to try to sharpen up on the non-VR skills, just because they're mostly just kind of. I mean, there's not like really a whole lot of utility in combos with almost every other gun. I mean, it's mostly just like literally point and shoot, and then just whether or not you want to duel them or not.
Yeah, but I've been playing a lot of like non-standard game types and stuff like that lately, and it's just I don't know, it's just fun.
Oh, I agree.
Yes, suck on that. I feel like that took forever.
But I guess what I would say is I don't really recommend like trying to kill people with duels, or like if everyone has a BR, unless you're confident with your ability in it. But like, because I see you do that, and then like,
No, I'll just be goofing half the time.
okay.
I'm not like strictly like, oh my god, I gotta get the most kills. I just want to have fun.
Okay.
However that may end up being.
Oof. Oh man, it's got like Mexican lesbian, Viejo Lesbiano. Of course, it's actually probably a Colombian dude, so I'd probably fuck that up already. At least from what I can tell, it seems like it's Colombians like to play Halo 2, but Mexicans like to play Halo 1. I don't know why.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's just what I've noticed, because I mean I play Halo CE and also Cartographer.
Oh,
I actually even have it set up. I can run a dedicated server in Halo 1 now, although it kind of somewhat breaks the game a little bit. Not like where you can't play anymore, but it just is buggy. And
how's
I can
that?
even, well, if you have Hack 2, like I do, then it basically, I think that it conflicts with Hack 2 or something. Like you try to set it up so you can run a dedicated server on the same computer that you play on. I can do it, it works. I can join my server. But when I open up Halo CE now, I have like an error message where it's like, ooh, I can't connect to the master server list, which is not true, because I can still connect to servers that aren't mine. So, yeah, I gotta figure out how to fix that. Easy solution is to just run it on another computer. I probably will end up doing that, because then I can just keep it open all the time. I'm thinking I'll probably just put the dedicated server on either my laptop or the dedicated server that I run Halo 2 dedicated server on, which is over in Chicago.
10 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
Sudden death.
The only deal is that, like, right now, the only way I knew how to install the dedicated server for Halo CE is to essentially install the game too. So, I need to go look at the installer again.
They should have like the standalone install Halo map.
Yeah, well, I think that Halo CE itself is already a standalone. I don't know if you can just install the Halo CE. And when I say CE, I mean Custom Edition, not Combat Evolved. Which is kind of annoying. I really wish they would have come up with a different name so I don't have that conflict whenever I mention it. Because some people actually legitimately play the regular version of Halo PC still, not the Custom Edition. Like Humble Volcano, for example.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of that SPV3 lately. That's just pretty good.
That's campaign. So I don't have anything to do with the networking stuff that I'm trying to do. I haven't actually tried that out yet. How is it?
It's ridiculous and wonderful.
Oh, okay. Because that itself, that's a standalone installer too, right? Basically, where it's just kind of its own game.
Yeah. The only thing is that you can't keep a campaign running in the regular version of Halo CE and SPV3 at the same time.
Oh, okay. I don't really see that being a problem, though.
Other than that, I mean, the graphics are gorgeous. The updated player models are phenomenal. They've got guns from a bunch of different Halo games. They've got all kinds of different functionality, added areas, and tweaked difficulty for all the different settings, like a few extra skulls. It's massive. It's lovely.
I've seen some footage, and yeah, it did seem like they kind of thought it through pretty well. They had like different versions of like even like the Needler, I think. Like they had a brute version of the Needler now.
Yeah. And I really like that they got the Needler carbine from Halo Reach in there too.
Oh yeah.
That was one of my favorite things about Halo Reach. Needler carbine. That and playing as the elites and getting the little tumble mechanic thing.
Oh, you mean evade?
Yeah, there we go. I couldn't remember what it's called.
Oof.
Kill control. Gain the lead.
KOTH.
What?
See, that was a single SMG. So I think that you can aim a single SMG more. That's why I kind of.
I mean, I did this. I tried to do a sword swap, and it did not work.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's in the middle. It's in the middle of a gunfight. You'll get kind of fucked on that, but you got a hold X. And then also, there's like 10 other items on the ground at every time, you know. So it's like, oh, did you mean to pick up like this this Magnum or something? And you're like, no. That's the worst in like Oddball or like CTF when you're trying to pick up like the game object, and then you pick up something you don't want to.
I mean, it usually has priority, doesn't it?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah,
Dang.
probably, but I'm not 100% on that.
My Plazzy shot went and hit the other one.
Thing is, I actually would like to map my pickup button to something else, rather than the reload button, because I actually don't really use the A button. I use left bumper for jumping, so.
Bumper jumper.
It's
right.
not though. Bumper jumper would also swap reload for our right bumper, I believe, but I don't have it that way. It's just. Well, I guess okay. If I want to do what I want to do, which is swap X for at least for picking up items to A, which is how I have it in Halo CE actually, because it's fully customizable in there. Then I would have to like also, I'd have to navigate the menus with left bumper for A, which I don't like, or just use the keyboard and mouse to navigate menus. Yeah, I need to learn how to use Durazno, because then I could just make the custom setup exactly how I like it. But it was kind of confusing. And then the actual bumper jumper that someone made is kind of dumb. I think that they made melee.
Oh, what happened?
They made melee become X, and then they made reload become B. So, wasn't a fan.
Man, that like just pissed me off, man.
What?
No, because I came around the corner and shot this dude like directly in the face, and it's like, oh, did you mean get killed?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I didn't actually.
Well, there's no ping meter in here, so we don't know how much ping you do or don't have. Because, I mean, I remember reading this yesterday. It's like, yeah, which is to say that, I mean, you see the in-game world X number of seconds of your ping behind what it actually is. You know, for example, you got 30 ping, you see the game world 30 milliseconds behind what it actually is. You have 100 ping, you see the game 100 milliseconds behind what it actually is. You, God forbid, have 1,000 ping, you see the game world 1 second behind what it actually is.
What?
And then, you know, someone has to come up with a way to, like, you know, sift through and make everyone's inputs match up in the server when they all have different pings. Not an easy thing to do. I mean, there's standards for that, but, you know, someone's always going to be pissed off, is basically what I'm trying to say.
True.
Unless everyone has the same exact, like, ping. Which is not going to happen, really, unless you're, like, on LAN. Or live in the same kind of area, and the same internet provider and stuff. Like, but where are you at? I don't remember.
Arkansas.
Yeah, exactly. So you're East Coast. I'm West Coast.
I
Washington.
mean, I'm definitely like geographically central, but usually
that's still pretty east, though. I would consider central to be more like Ohio, or like, I don't know, Kansas or something. But I guess that Kansas is considered mid, not central. Central is still kind of closer to the East Coast, right?
Yeah, my static IP comes from New Mexico.
What? How does that work? New Mexico is so far away for you. You have a static IP address, though?
E.
Hmm.
It's switchable.
What ISP?
Comcast.
Oh, okay.
But
It's kind of funny because Duty's like, oh man, like I get throttled on Comcast, and I don't know if that's really why he gets throttled. Because I had Comcast and I didn't have any issues. I don't have it now, but when I lived in Seattle, I did.
Yeah, I don't have any problems. I got the Gigablast, whatever.
Do you have a lot of people other than you using the network though? I think that his issue is he just has a lot of people on there. He has like 10 or so devices. I only had like maybe 3 when I had Comcast, because I had my computer, my phone, and then my girlfriend had her phone, and then sometimes her laptop. So maybe up to 4. Right now we have a shit ton though. We have like probably 12 devices on my network at the moment.
Oh damn. Yeah, I literally just have this.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Oof, oof. Ooh. Man.
What? No, I meleeed your face.
To me, it looked like you were going forward, but I also have the shotgun, so in any case, you would have been screwed. I don't know what to say there. You definitely have the sword. I'm gonna take it though, because it is there. But I think that the shotgun actually is better hit registration than the sword, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it just depends on the
Because
timer.
the sword sometimes takes more than 1 hit to kill, and then the shotgun, as long as you're really close, is an insta kill. Because I mean, look at how much time I had to wait before I even hit you with the sword, right? And you were already doing damage. If I had the shotgun, you would have just been dead. But you know. But the shotgun doesn't have infinite ammo, but the sword does.
True.
I did just get a running riot though. Let's see how long we can keep this going. Longer if I get the shotgun, so I might just go get it again.
Eat all my burgers.
30 seconds to win.
I'm not even gonna go for the objective because I'm trying to keep a killing spree going.
That's a good. Whoa! What? That was like the perfect nade with his ass there. I don't know how that happened.
Maybe I will because that's where you guys are gonna be. Ooh, who's that? Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Okay, well. I have like 13 kills or something. If you include the nade I got as I died.
A commendable feat, good sir.
Yeah. Oop, my dogs are barking now.
10 seconds to win.
Not actually my dogs though.
Oh, assassinated. Come on, 7 seconds.
He'll move.
Or maybe it does take the same amount of time when you have a melee. Or when you melee with doubles. Duels, sorry. I guess it might be the same. I thought it was slower.
Where's the hill?
It's BR1.
Oh,
If you know where that is.
yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds to win. Kill control.
Ooh.
Kill control. He'll move.
Oh, ah. Okay, now it's at S1.
I got the after death killing spree.
Kill from the grave.
10 seconds to win.
What was the score limit on this thing? 2 minutes? Oh man. This is actually a closer
Yeah.
game than I realized. Like, I don't know if contested hill is on or not though. Ah, fuck. Yo, you got this.
Yes.
If I was playing the objective the whole time, I would have won though.
Yeah.
There was like a good like half a minute
No,
or
you
so
were
where I
right
wasn't.
up on it, and then like you ghosted. I was like, all right. You had that 12 kings killed though, 26 and 9. Whew. Yeah, it's kind of getting slim around here.
You wanna go to a different server, or you gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna go different server. I got about 45 minutes worth of gameplay left.
Okay, so 24/7 FFA has a lot of people. There's zombies, rockets. There is Team Slayer RVB for cunts on Australia Team Slayer. Let's see. Cloud CTF, Paintball CTF.
Dude, paintball. Oh man, paintball.
Okay, that's on Bacon City. It's my friend's server.
I really liked that game. I only played it a few times. So I was like, what the hell is this?
Okay, well I'm gonna go there then. So yeah, Paintball CTF. I think that it's on midship. Yeah, it's on midship.
Oh yeah.
It's SWAT with carbines,
Yeah.
and then also CTF apparently. It's been a while since the guy that actually made the server, has been on. He's not in the dealer's Discord. He's in my Discord though, which you're also on. I was kind of considering kicking you from my Discord though, because you don't actually ever use it. But at the same time, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because other people are on there too, like Nate and then Duty.
Flag taken. Flag captured.
Oof. Grab the flag and go for the triple. Ah, okay. I don't know what he set the score limit to. It's apparently kind of high. I remember he originally had the score limit at 2, and it was too low, so I told him to up it. He may have upped it to like 6 or something.
Flag captured. Flag.
I think we're gonna go for the cat, boys. Yeah, we got it. Unless you guys... I don't know if it's contested hill on or not.
Oh, it's not.
You can just cap whenever. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's like, just get the cap. Oh, god damn it.
Flag taken.
I think that there's like some kind of cycling inheritance for spawns or something like that. I'm gonna tell him to turn that off. It's annoying. Because it's not just 5 seconds, it's 5 seconds like plus some other modifier.
Flag
Yeah.
taken. Game
I
over.
like quick respawning anyway.
Captured.
That's just me.
Well, for something like this, it's not a good idea. Because, you know, with SWAT, then you're just gonna get like spawn killed like all the time. So, you at least have like 5 second respawn, or 3 second, but there's like some kind of like grandpa inheritance thing that was going on where my spawn would increase time sometimes.
Yeah, like if you don't get a kill, then you get additional.
Something like that. Ew, I like this one. I don't know if you've played it. It's basically melee only. It's no shields, plasma pistol, but plasma pistol only really takes out shield health. I mean, it does 1 point of damage, but I think you have like 100 health or something like that. So, unless you have 2, in which case it must do more than 100. I don't know, or 1 point. It must do like a few points of damage. So if you have dual pistols, then you can kill people.
Slayer.
But I just recommend melee. It's the easy way to go.
Lost the lead.
Because that's kind of the point. That's why it's called Fight Club.
What? I know I meleeed him. Triple.
Yeah, this one's fun because you get a lot of multis.
Kill frenzy.
Oh geez, right out of the gate. Nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was all luck, man. They just kept lining up. It's just like, yes.
Oof. As long as there's a sufficient number of people, it's not too hard to get a Jaro in here. Oof.
Just seeing him run with that fist, man.
Yeah.
I just love the sound it makes.
The punching sound?
Is that so wrong?
No. I like it. It's like a satisfying, like, thud. But it's actually not just a thud, dude, because there's kind of that high frequency stuff in it, too. Bam.
Double kill.
Aw. just got my multi going. Only got a double though. Oof.
Oh, no. No. I was on a roll. What happened?
So yeah, this server is hosted in Chicago, so it's not too far away from you. So you should have a pretty good connection to it, I would imagine.
Yeah, I better, dude. I'm playing that gigabit internet.
Yeah. Well, the speed of your transfer is not the thing though, because that's just going to be like usually just influenced by the amount of like network connections you have to jump between before you get to the destination.
5 minutes remaining.
Dude, ALG went like on a spree a couple times.
Because I mean, really, the you know internet transfer speed thing is more like the difference between like, okay, if you had like a compact car versus like a truck with a lot of room that you can put stuff inside of. Because it's just like, you know, you can send out more data, but you don't actually need all that much data to be able to like play this game. Probably only like a couple megabit, and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much it actually uses though.
Well, I've been doing like streaming Amazon video and the 4K and shit. I mean, that.
Well, yeah, if you're doing a lot of stuff at once, all those individual things are going to use up data, like at any given time. But I mean, I was thumbing through the settings for Halo 1, you know, Halo CE for example, and you know, it has settings where it's like, oh, optimize your network settings for 56K modem, i.e., you can only transfer at 56 kilobits per second, you know. I was like, okay. But I guess for that though, they only let you run it with like 2 players, so you can only do 1v1.
That's lame.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know, I don't know. I doubt that anyone has internet that slow anymore. I think even mobile is faster than 56K. Even the
Most
slowest
likely.
mobile. Unless you're in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know, in like the woods or something. Because 56K is like dial-up, basically. Like, but slow dial-up, not even fast dial-up.
Whoa, dude, lag.
Yeah.
Double. Not sure how that shit happened.
I was not paying attention at all. I was just like going through the motions with this match. We actually are not playing Fight Club anymore.
Dude, I got back up quick in that hallway with them grenades.
There's nades? Oh yeah, there are. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Nobody's been using them.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. I forgot they existed because we were playing the other one that doesn't have them. You know.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, the 6 guy is actually pretty decent. Man, I was gonna make it like a quip because I just killed some guy called Abraham, but I can't remember the name. Oh yeah, John Wilkes Booth. You may as well call me John Wilkes Booth because I just killed Abraham Lincoln.
Get them, boys.
Okay, starting to make a comeback. They don't have time to win though. Only a minute and a half. Oof.
Dude, I'm telling you, that Plazzy pistol Magnum combo is crusher.
Yeah, it's good for this, yeah. Because I think, yeah, it's just literally pistols on the map. So, Plazzy and Mag.
Yeah, boy.
1 minute remaining.
Some son of a bitch hiding behind these barrels. Get killed. There you go. I'm playing on one of my normal accounts. I need to play on my secondary if I want to teabag people. I don't want to give myself a bad rep.
Kill. 30 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining.
Definitely did that with Halo C yesterday. I have an account that's not called Divine, you know, so people wouldn't know that it was me or whatever. And then I just kept killing and teabagging this one guy because it was basically a 1v1. No one else in the server, and eventually he left.
Dang, dude, I'm doing not bad, not bad. Alright, I gotta go ahead and hop off of here, good sir.
Okay.
Been a
Later.
good one. Yeet.